from the prosecutor's side, who is going to, or is Ms. Lundy going to do it remotely?
I'm happy to do it remotely, Your Honor. Good morning.
How are you so special?
I am within an ice rink, so I appreciate the accommodation for me. I really do. Thank you.
No, and we had no problem doing that. Although the rest of your office is here. But go ahead,
They
please, Ms.
are
Lundy.
an intrepid bunch, are they not?
Yes, they are. Court calls case People versus Teresa Johnson. 3 cases.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Ballinger on behalf of Ms. Johnson, who appears via jail, Your Honor.
Ms. Johnson, can you state your name, please?
Yes, sir. Teresa Johnson.
All right. I have before me 3 plea forms. Is that what we're doing today?
That is correct, Your Honor. I previously sent the police reports for purposes of a no contest plea.
Yes. And they're all, as I understand, they're all no contest pleas.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And the plea form starting in case ending in 5152 indicates that she would be pleading no contest to the charge of the stated count of assault and battery and an added count of attempted resisting and obstructing, the assault and battery being a 93-day offense and the attempted resisting and obstructing a 1-year offense. Also on case ending in 5189, she will be pleading no contest to the same charges of assault and battery, a 93-day offense, and attempted resisting and obstructing a 1-year offense.
All right, guys, buckle up. We're diving straight into the heat of a courtroom where chaos meets cold legal procedure. Prosecutors, defenders, and judges all stepping into the ring. At the center? Teresa Johnson. Facing 3 criminal cases. She's surrounded by legal fire from every side. Public defenders are scrambling. The courtroom is no stage, it's war, and the opening bell just rang.
Dismissal of count 1. There was also a global agreement to 2 years probation with assessments, treatment, full restitution on all counts. To the extent that's a sentencing issue, I cannot find the sentencing judges in this case.
Understood, Your Honor.
And on the case ending in 70779, she is going to be pleading no contest to counts 3 and 4. Also the charges of attempted resisting and obstructing the 1-year offense and assault and battery, the 93 offense, with dismissal of the felony, the 2 felonies.
That is a correct recitation of the plea, as we know it, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Johnson, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name again for the record.
My name is Teresa.
Oh, no.
No middle name Johnson.
All right. Okay. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead no contest to 6 charges. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir, it is.
And it's to 3 counts of assault and battery. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
And also the 3 counts of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Barely.
Barely?
Yeah.
Teresa Johnson drops the words, no contest. That's right, 6 charges total. We're talking 3 counts of assault and battery, and 3 more for resisting and obstructing police. Maximum penalties? A year behind bars per charge. But wait, it's not just about punishment. There's talk of probation, treatment, full restitution, but can she even process what's happening? The tension's rising like a courtroom pressure cooker.
Can you explain it?
Well, yeah, I could. Did you talk to your attorney about that?
We talked, chit chat, but it's never for my best
Okay.
interest. So it's like
Pardon?
nothing. I say nothing.
No, what were you saying?
I said it's not for my best interest. So we just, agree to disagree.
Okay.
I
So
mean, he
here's
was
what we're
saying
gonna
that to see if I could get time to serve and go home today.
I
Yeah,
did
I've been
not
here almost a year straight. I got out and went to 3 different places and came back in like less than 2 weeks. Like been here almost like a year straight. So for the same stuff, I was like, I don't understand.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor, may I give some background to this case just for the record?
Sure.
Your Honor, these matters, all 3 matters have been adjourned several times. Public defenders, including Mr. Bellinger, but also some of his colleagues, have worked very hard in getting a good resolution for Ms. Johnson. They've looked at different treatment courts. We have been communicating essentially nonstop on this case. They have beaten me up as much as they possibly will in getting this offer. The offer is not going to approve. With that said, I don't know if the council wants to approach and we can discuss further, but I just wanted that on the record that this is not something that came about easily. It's not something we would normally just offer right away. And for somebody who has 3 pending cases of these natures, including CSC, consisting of obstructing officers and so on.
Sorry.
Hold on, is she even clear on what she's pleading? When asked to explain no contest, her reply, barely. That's a problem. This isn't casual conversation, this is a life-changing moment. Her confusion sets off alarms. The judge isn't letting this slide. Despite months of work, they pull the brakes. Boom, 2-week delay. The system hits pause, not from mercy, but from uncertainty and mistrust. It's gritty.
Oh, I appreciate that, and I do recall that from these files. My concern is not that, or that it's going to improve in any way, but making sure that this defendant understands what she's doing.
Yeah.
I quite frankly believe it was explained. It may not. It's an interesting thing sometimes. I'm sitting up here talking, but people aren't hearing me. And so that may have been the case here. But based upon the 2 things that she has said on the record, what I'm going to do if the people will leave the offer open is I will adjourn this out a couple of weeks. So all of the issues that Ms. Johnson has that council can answer can be clarified.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll leave that vote.
I think that'd be the best, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. So Ms. Johnson, here's what I'm going to do. Your
Okay.
attorneys are going to come see you again. All right.
Okay.
And the important thing is that you listen to what they're telling you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Been doing
And if you have
that. But
questions,
okay.
and hold on, if you have questions and things, you got to make sure to ask them. And then I'm going to adjourn these out 2
Okay.
weeks. We'll come back and hopefully we can get this done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge Simpson. I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
you.
Jay.
Certainly.
So these are adjourned out to the 20th. Court does call the case. Court does call the case of the people versus Daniel Greenwood.
Now things get heavier. The defense and court reveal how hard they fought to get Johnson this deal. Treatment court? Probation? They battled for every inch. But that doesn't mean they'll risk her misunderstanding it. The court's making sure, no slip-ups, no regrets. Because this isn't a game. With felonies dismissed and misdemeanors on the table, the stakes are massive. One wrong move and it all falls apart.
Alexander, on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good to see you. As always, Robert Ellman with and on behalf of Mr. Greenwood. Mr. Greenwood, can you please state your name for the record?
Daniel Lowell Greenwood.
We're still waiting on a competency.
That's my understanding, Your Honor. I have just been appointed to this matter just this week, but after speaking with Ms. Zenda, I do believe there is some kind of holdup with the competency evaluation.
Yeah, I have a January 7th letter that they're looking at for records. That's the last communication I have.
That's what the people have, Your Honor.
Sorry.
May I speak, Your Honor? No?
Sure. Go for it.
I am a CIA agent on record with the United States of America, and I noticed some flaws in the paperwork. Where it says arrest date and time, it says at 3 a.m., but where it says time booked, it says midnight. How was I arrested after I was booked? That's a motion for dismissal. That's all I have to say, Your Honor. And I will be pushing for wrongful incarceration.
Pardon?
I will be pushing for wrongful incarceration of a federal agent.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Greenwood did discuss these things with me. I did tell him that we needed to wait for the results of the competency exam before we could move forward. On any of those issues. However, I am.
And your legal assessment of that is correct.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And like I said, I was just appointed. I guess to me, as I could see in the Register of Actions, it looks like the competency exam was ordered back in potentially July.
It was ordered a while back, and there's issue with some records. So what I'm going to suggest is that you contact the Forensic Center and try to see if they need a new order. I don't think they do, given the January 7th letter that was sent. I think they just are waiting on something before they can complete the evaluation. So what I will do is I'll adjourn this to March 27th. If we get a report before then, we can, of course, move up the date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Competency hearing March 27th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day, Mr. Greenwood. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, Your Honor.
And just when you think it's done, boom. A second defendant, Daniel Greenwood, walks in, and this guy claims he's a CIA agent. Yep, you heard right. He's calling out time discrepancies, screaming wrongful incarceration, and throwing legal Hail Marys. But the court isn't rattled. They're waiting on a competency exam, because before any motion gets heard, they need to know if he's even fit to stand trial. It's wild. It's raw. It's real justice in motion.